for your soon-to-be two-time champs and feel the power. It's a new day. Yes, it is.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money,
Dollar, dollar.
And now, another edition of Wrestling with Attitude from Charlotte, North Carolina, the best wrestling podcast out there today. With your host, the intellectual savior of the masses, The Summit.
If we have any 6'5" women that are interested, Steven Singlesley, our D-Generation 6, Bo Generation.
And the mouth of the Carolinas, Little Steven.
Don't be talking to the 18-day champion like that. Bo, conversationalist person.
Bo horrible. The former 6-month champ, the melting pot, JP.
Just go back and do that, RVD. Go back to Philadelphia. I'm sure there's a bingo hall. You could sweep the floors, give the old ladies another marker.
Little Stevie. And this man makes Wrestling Attitude live to his standards. Dirty Dutch.
I mean, I liked watching Justin Gabriel until he got whooped by Goldberg. You ruined my core.
Yeah. You can listen to us on Stitcher, iTunes, and Spreaker.
Don't forget to like us on Facebook and tweet us at WWA Show. Wrestling with Attitude.
Welcome to Wrestling with Attitude on Periscope. Of course, I'm the Summit. Beside me is little Steven. There you go, show off your shirt. Not only on Periscope, but on Twitter, WWA Show, Stitcher, Spreaker, and iTunes. You can catch the show also.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everywhere. So how you doing? How was Raw in Greenville? Go ahead.
Thanks for telling everybody I went.
Go ahead. Yeah, tell them how it was.
Oh, man, it was awesome. I tell you one thing. Say what you want about The Undertaker or any of the guys, but seeing the entrances live is a completely different experience to me. And seeing The Undertaker and Kane come out, and then you feel the fire coming from the entrance and everything, it was awesome. Just the atmosphere, and we had really good seats. Like, we were right behind a box. We were right behind one of, like, the really expensive box seats.
Yeah.
And but we were, like, center behind the announce table.
In case you didn't know, Monday Night Raw was in Greenville, South Carolina this Monday.
Nice little place, too. Like, actually really good arena. And from what they told me is that they only used half of the arena. Like, it's actually twice as big as you saw. And I didn't know the Swamp Rats play there. The hockey team, the Swamp Rats.
Yeah.
They're like the Checkers or whatever. I did not know that. So
the experience was great. You have
oh
fun?
My God, yeah, the experience was good. The entrance that made me buy this shirt was, for some reason, I don't know what it was, but seeing the Dudley Boys come out, hearing the boo and seeing the fireworks drop and everything, just made me feel like a kid again, seeing them live. Just, I don't know.
It was Little Steven's first experience being at a Raw live event.
Loved it.
So if you've been to a wrestling event, tell us where you went.
Yeah.
And tell us how you liked it.
Yeah.
So tell us if you've been to Raw. There's a live event coming to Charlotte December 6th. It's on a Sunday.
I might go.
No, I'll be there. I'll be there. So I already got my tickets.
Oh, really?
But yeah, I'll be there for that.
Did you get me one?
No. Just like you did earlier. Did you give my $20? No.
Hey, man, I would have invited you. There was plenty of seats left, by the way.
Well, I'm sure it was. But we have a lot of news to talk about today on the show. We got picks for this weekend. Survivor Series is coming up this weekend. We got Sound Off to talk about, which, in case you don't know, is our top 5, excuse me. This week's top 5 is top Survivor Series matches of all times. So tell us your top 5 Survivor Series matches of all time. You can do it by chat with us now and let us know, or tweet us at WWE Show.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
That's all you got to say is yeah.
Yeah. Also, though, like we were saying, though, like we have a lot to talk about this week, especially this week in wrestling. I mean, come on, Survivor Series this Sunday. Can you feel it in the air? Survivor Series is almost here, man.
Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah, you're not happy about it, are you?
Well, there's no traditional Survivor
I
Series
know.
match yet.
I know.
And
But it's 25 years of The Undertaker. Woo!
And I'm excited about it. I really am. But, there's no traditional Survivor Series match yet.
Yeah.
And it's 5 days away.
I understand your frustration, especially when the name of the pay-per-view is Survivor Series. You expect it. I mean, since day one of Survivor Series, you have expected at least one match. I mean, I wish... I know me and the Melting Pot were talking about this. I kind of wish it would go back to where it was Survivor Series matches. Almost every one of them on the card was a traditional Survivor Series match. I mean, why don't they do that again? They don't. I mean, it's not like they. The only belt that's on the line, the only 2 belts, is the tag team and the championship belt.
Right.
But I mean, why not? So why not do traditional Survivor Series instead? I mean, you don't really need to have the belts on the line during Survivor Series. You never used to.
No, you can. And I say you do the world title, a tag team title. You don't even have to do the tag team title, but at least do the world title and maybe the US or IC. This one's different because you got a tournament set up.
Yeah.
All right. And so you have to do it. You don't have to defend other titles.
And absolutely, I understand that. And that's the reason, but I hate what you're doing right now is you're putting your champions in the tournament, which we will talk about. But
I'm fine, but look at the champions. You have to put these guys in the tournament.
I know.
Okay? You have to. You got to put Kevin Owens in the tournament. Sorry.
You don't have to put Del Rio in it.
Del Rio shouldn't be in anything. Del Rio should be in the unemployment line down at AAA. I'm not talking about the Wrestling Federation. I'm talking about AAA car care. I mean, that's just Del Rio. You mean Botch Rio?
Oh, don't. Yeah, all right.
That was an awful match, dude. And we'll talk about Raw.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
But let's get into the show.
That was my pee break, by the way. I didn't really even see that.
I think that's everybody's pee break.
That's when I went and bought the shirt.
Good time to do it.
Because I already saw the match I wanted to see.
Well, let's go into Sound Off, our top 5.
WWA's Sound Off, where your voice can be heard.
Sound off, let them know how you feel. If the anger inside is real, sound off.
Do you have anybody asking top 5 yet?
No, I don't. We've got 2 people in the chat right now, it looks like.
Okay.
So,
Well, if anybody wants to chat, come in and tweet us your top 5. Let us know who you think top 5 greatest Survivor Series matches of all time is.
Yeah.
Do you have a top 5?
yeah. Yeah, I do, actually. But I would like you to go first.
Okay, of course you would. In case you don't know, go to WrestlingOfAttitude.com because I've shared it and we've got 2 votes on it right now. What was the best Survivor Series match of all time? I've got a whole list up there. Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, 97. Undertaker versus Batista, Hell in a Cell. Tag Team Elimination, Rockers, Hart Foundation, 1998.
Wow.
Let me just go. Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels, 1992 for the title. Michaels and Psycho Sid at 96 Survivor Series. 2004 Team Triple H versus Team Orton. 2002 Triple H versus Shawn Michaels versus Jericho versus Kane versus Rob Van Dam versus Booker T in a Elimination Chamber match for the title. Bret Hart versus Diesel, no DQ at Survivor Series 95. Team WWE versus Team WCW ECW Alliance 2001. Raw versus SmackDown 2005. Bret Hart versus Stone Cold #1 Contender 96 Survivor Series. And Team Bischoff versus Team Austin 2003.
Again, if you're just joining us, we're doing the Survivor Series, our top 5 Survivor Series matches. So if you have any, shout them out for us, say something about it, and we'll see, we'll tell you what we think about it. Let's discuss it. If you have your favorite matches at Survivor Series, let us know. I actually do have a few.
All right, go ahead. You want to name yours?
Yeah, I want to say in an order, but it's a little hard. I'm going to need your help with some of the dates or some of the time frame.
Do I need to look it up for you?
No, you should know all of these. The first one, because I was a huge fan at this time, was Team DX versus Team RKO, where they had CM Punk and the Hardy Boys on Team DX, and RKO had, all I know is they had RKO on there, rated RKO, where they had Edge and Randy Orton on there, and I think
2006.
Yeah. No, they didn't have the Big Show, did they? No.
It was Edge, Randy Orton. Okay, DX. It was Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Hardy, CM Punk, and Matt Hardy versus Team RKO. Edge, Orton, Johnny Nitro, Mike Knox, and Gregory Helms.
Johnny Nitro.
Yep.
Yeah. So I love that match just because, that was during the feud with, rated RKO and DX.
Is that number 5?
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest match, but it was a good one. The other one would be Survivor Series, what was it, 2001, I think? The one with the Alliance?
That's somewhere site. Yep.
Come on, man. How can you not?
2001, that was... I just had it pulled up. That was Team WWE with The Rock, Undertaker, Kane, and Jericho and Big Show versus WCW, ECW Alliance, Stone Cold, Kurt Angle, Booker T, Rob Van Dam, and Shane McMahon.
Which Kurt Angle was never part of ECW or WCW.
And that was the big... they screwed that one up.
Yeah, that was the only
the
problem.
whole alliance thing up.
You should have had him on WWE and then screw over WWE.
Right. If you
So you should have done.
Well, yeah, because then you could have done the storyline with him and Steph and everything else.
And that was the only problem. But it was still a great match. Because it was intense the whole time because you didn't know who was going to win. We knew WWE was going to win, but at the same time, did you? So I give that one. I'm not putting it number 1, and I'm sorry, but it is on my list. The screw job, of course, is on there. It's 3.
So I'd say number 4. So you say 3 for the screw
I'm gonna
job.
put it. I'm gonna put
All
screw
right.
job 3.
Okay.
My only reason is this. I get it. Every time you talk about Survivor Series, what do you talk
It's
about?
that moment.
The screw job.
It's that
I
moment.
understand.
And
But
it was a great match.
to me, it was one that left a lot of people sour. Yes, we do remember it, but it doesn't deserve to be number 1 to me.
I don't understand why not.
I just didn't like the finish. Sorry.
It's controversy.
I get it,
but
but
go ahead.
so I'm going to put that one there. Number 2, I'm going to put the one the year after with The Rock, with the Deadly Games, with the match of The Rock versus Mankind.
In the finals, yep.
Yes, in the finals, because The Rock was the people's champ at that time. He was becoming the babyface, and then he screwed They did their own version of their own screw job. So that's why.
He was never the baby face.
No.
He wasn't becoming the baby face.
Yeah.
He was unknown because I've been going back watching 98 right now.
Yeah.
Okay. When The Rock is still in the they're getting ready to turn on Farouk, and he's getting ready to be the leader of the nation. But people hated him because they chanted Rocky sucks, and they were still doing it at that time, at that Survivor Series.
Yeah, but
So he wasn't a babyface yet.
yeah, but and maybe I should switch those two because without 97, you wouldn't have solved the 98 screw job because that was the whole point of the screw job in 98 was to kind of emphasize. Was it not though?
No, because it was the screw job of 97. Okay, happened because of business reasons.
Yeah.
98, it happened for the corporation and to propel The Rock into stardom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
without
what
that,
really
yeah.
propelled him into stardom. It's
true. That was his
They
moment.
didn't do it because of. That wasn't because of one of his moments. Yeah, that's one of his moments. But that didn't happen because of what happened in 97. That's not a reason. They screwed over Stone Cold. That's the reason they did it.
Yeah.
Is the other reason. They wanted to screw him over again.
Yeah, of course.
Because that's when it really,
And then I guess my number one would have to be the first Elimination Chamber, which was at Survivor Series 2002, if I'm not mistaken. Which had Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Booker T, Kane,
Yep.
and who were the last two that I'm missing? Jericho, right?
It was yes, it was Triple
And
H,
RVD.
Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Jericho, Kane, Rob Van Dam, and Booker T.
Yeah, I said all those. Yeah. Got it. Awesome. But the first one, I love the first one just because of the glass shattering, and him jumping on, Shawn Michaels jumping off the top of the cage cell, the elimination cell, or the chamber itself, and jumping off onto Triple H, and it was during their whole rivalry. I really like that one.
My problem with this is WWE Elimination Chamber should be its own event.
Yeah.
And I know when they introduced it there and everything else, it's fine. I just, Elimination Survivor Series for me is a tag team event.
Oh,
It's supposed to be.
It is. Yeah, because I wanted to put some of the other ones in there, but it's just I wasn't really old enough really to watch them. I really haven't watched most of them, Hogan, Team Andre.
Well, if you haven't seen one, go back and watch Tag Team Elimination match, The Rockers, Heart Foundation, Powers of Pain, Young Stallions versus Demolition, who were bad at the time, Brain Busters. You're talking about Tully Blanchard and
Arn Anderson.
Arn Anderson, yeah.
Brain
exactly.
Busters.
Brain Busters, not Busters. Fabulous Roger Brothers, the Bolsheviks, and the Conquistadors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Conquistadors.
Yeah. That's 1998 Survivor Series. I love the old school stuff. I mean, that's just me. And I didn't put it on the list. I'm going to have to go back and do that. Number 5 for me. I'll go ahead and put number 5 on here. Number 5 for me, Bret Hart versus Stone Cold, number 1 contender match, 96 WWE title. That started the Stone Cold and Bret Hart rivalry, which would go on to WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. So I had to put that number 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
No, I agree with it. It was a good match. It is really what started the whole feud. They had a really good feud, Bret Hart and Stone Cold. Say what you want about him. Whether you like the guy or not, that's kind of where I felt Stone Cold helped make Bret Hart into that character. into that character that we all hated in '97. Into that I love Canada, but I hate you, USA kind of thing. And I think without Stone Cold, that wouldn't have happened. So,
the next number 4, I will put that one there. The main event was the Mega Powers, Macho Man, and the WWF champion at the time, Mega Powers, and Hercules, Coco Beware, and Hillbilly Jim against the Twin Towers, Akeem and Big Boss Man, Ted DiBiase, Haku, and the Red Rooster. That's number 4.
all right.
Yeah, old school, man, old school.
Old school,
But
he says.
this was the best thing ever. You had the Macho Man with Hogan, where
Yeah.
they started disliking each other going into WrestleMania. I thought it was great.
Yeah, that that's one that I have to say is pretty good. But again, that was one I didn't really get to watch. So
Well, you had no excuse.
I
for
know
WWE
I had
Network.
no excuse, but I just it's hard to get back into those at that time because I wasn't really. I guess because I wasn't grown up as a fan of that time of wrestling, it's hard to get into it for me. If that makes any sense.
No, it makes sense. The next one, I'm going to put number 3. God, man, I really want to go with this one, but I'm going to go with 1990 Survivor Series. The Warriors with the Ultimate Warrior, Hawk and Animal, Legion of Doom, the Texas Tornado versus they beat the Perfect Team. No, not that one. Take that back. The $1 Million Team, Ted DiBiase, The Undertaker, his first one, Rhythm and Blues, the Honky Tonk Man, and Greg Valentine, with Virgil, Jimmy Hart, and Brother Love on the outside. They beat the Dream Team, Dusty Rhodes, Coco Beware, the Hart Foundation, Bret Hart, and Jim Neidhart.
The Dream Team.
The Dream Team. I loved the teams back then. They were cool. You know, they were cool names, and they were just awesome. So I'm going to go with that, number 3.
Okay.
The problem with the WCW, ECW alliance thing, they screwed that whole angle up. And that's the reason I don't care for that pay-per-view as much. The finish was bonkers.
Yeah.
So I just, you talking about screwed up finishes. That was one.
Yeah. I only put it on there because it's one that I really remember, because it was very, well, I don't want to say controversial, but it was very, at that time, you wanted to know what was happening. It's like, okay, so why is Stone Cold with the Alliance? Why is he not with WWE? It was very just, it really made you wrap your head around.
Yeah.
You didn't know what was going on. So,
the next one, number 2. Man, I really want to put that number 2. I'm gonna go ahead and say 2007, Undertaker versus Batista, Hell in a Cell for the World Heavyweight Championship. Because that was a heck of a match between them two. And number 1, of course, is Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels 97 Survivor Series.
yeah.
That one will never be touched unless this coming weekend you got Dean Ambrose screws over Roman Reigns.
I don't think that would.
I said unless. I didn't say it was going to happen. I was saying if it happens.
No, but I don't think that would touch it in any way.
Probably not the same. I mean,
No.
because the two guys that wrestled back then were
Bitter
it
enemies.
It would be on my list. Let me say that.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Surprised you didn't put the one from last year on there, being such a WCW fan with Sting and all that. And
Really?
yeah, that's
Sting.
right. I'm going there.
Sting. Yeah. I am a huge WCW guy, but last year was horrible. Because then after Ziggler won the match, you did nothing with him.
Yeah, which I mean, it was a moment for Ziggler, and you didn't capitalize.
So, go ahead.
One last thing, I should have put the Undertaker on there, the debut of the Undertaker.
That's the one I put on there.
Because you're right, that one was very. It's symbolic, not just because of the Undertaker, but just because of how he came out and everything. You knew nothing about the guy.
Well, it's not just that. it was the Dusty Rhodes Dream Team.
Yeah.
All right, Dusty Rhodes, $1 Million Man. You know, all these great wrestlers back. This whole event was good, but Ted
Coco
DiBiase
Beware.
under Rhythm and Blues, the Honky Tonk Man, and
Yeah.
Greg Valentine. Come on,
And Virgil.
Virgil, Jimmy Hart, Brother Love, all those three outside. Dusty Rhodes, Coco Beware, the Hart Foundation. Man, come on.
Wait, who was on Ted DiBiase's team? I thought Virgil was
Ted
in the ring with
DiBiase,
him.
no, he was outside. He was a manager at the time.
Oh.
Ted DiBiase, The Undertaker, Rhythm and Blues. 4.
Oh, it was only 4.
There's only 4.
Sorry,
It's
I'm
4
used
on
to the
4.
whole 5 thing.
Well, in that same event, you know, I was talking about earlier, the Warriors team against the Perfect team. The Ultimate Warrior, Legion of Doom, Texas Tornado against Mr. Perfect, and Demolition with Bobby Heenan and Mr. Fuji. I mean, outside of that ring, you got 2 of the best managers ever.
Yeah.
So, anyway, that's mine.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and then you had, really, the Face team? I don't remember that one.
What was the face team?
The face team was Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, and Tito beat the heel team, Ted DiBiase, Rick Martel, the Warlord, and Power and Glory.
Who's Tito?
Tito Santana.
Wait, but there was only 3 on there?
Yeah. I don't know.
The face
But anyway,
team.
that is our top 5 this week.
Yeah.
Next week, yes, is the Undertaker's top 5 rivals of all time.
What?
Yeah. We'll do a month of Undertaker till the end of the month.
I can't do that much.
It's
of
only another
Undertaker.
week. It's only another week, dude. Relax. But next week, tweet us at WWA Show or join us on Periscope and let us know your top 5
Yeah.
rivals of the Undertaker of all time.
Yeah. Top man, that's a toughie. It's a toughie because he's had a lot of rivals over 25
Well,
years.
if one thing is possible, when you watch the JBL Legends, they talk about it.
Yeah.
He's had everybody. El Gigante, everybody, dude.
Yeah, even El Gigante get a rivalry with the Undertaker. How does that happen?
Well, because he's 7'7".
Yeah. Okay. Because let's build this matchup.
You got to do something.
I mean, come on. King Kong Bundy had a rivalry with him. The walking condominium.
Really?
Yeah. Just wanted to say that really bad.
But yeah, that's next week's show. But we got a lot left on this show. Top 5 next week. Also, I think Scotty will be here. No days off. He
Yeah?
finally got a day off.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. We're going to take a break, come back, and we'll review. We'll go ahead and review Raw, and then we'll go into picks for this week. You're watching and listening to Wrestling with Attitude.
Well, I met this lady and I told her quite a story. Said I love her forevermore. But the trouble is I tell the same old story to every girl that walks through the door. You see the slick start talking at you, honey. Well, first they love me and then they don't. Sometimes they do it and sometimes they won't. So I said to this girl, hey, you get out. And she got to her feet and began to shout, you a dinosaur bro, a dinosaur bro. And you're always lying to your friends. You're a dinosaur bro, a dinosaur bro. And you never get nothing in the end. What you talking about, ladies? This is the slickster talking to you. I don't do nothing but tell the truth. Well, they thought this dude might learn a lesson, but I didn't learn a thing at all. While late last night I was out there messing with a lady that was 7 feet tall.
This is the inspirational savior of wrestling, The Summit. That wasn't memorable. In Los Angeles,
Yes.
the stars of stars. Here comes the pain. That ain't what Sable said. Because you got to be a Bo Lever. That's the reason we call him the show off, not the spell off. It wasn't as good as Bo Dallas. Bo Stake It. Bowmanship. Bo hating. Bo up. You can slap tornadoes. I can climb a mountain because I'll be at the top of the summit. You're listening to Wrestling with Attitude on Stitcher, on Spreaker, and on iTunes. Follow us on Twitter at WWA Show. Like us on Facebook at Wrestling with Attitude. And go to our website at WrestlingWithAttitude.com. And welcome back to Wrestling with Attitude.
Welcome.
Go ahead there, boss man.
To the show of shows.
The show of show. All right,
Yeah.
show of immortals here.
This is the show of immortals. This is where you're showcased and talked about forever. That's right. All those other wrestling shows you've ever heard of, they don't know what they're talking about. We do. We're professionals. I'm 24 years old, so I know it all. Anyway, welcome back to Wrestling with Attitude. We've got a lot more to talk about. We just finished talking about, we did our thing here called WWA Sound Off, where we talk about our top 5. This week was top 5 Survivor Series matches. If you have any, let us know. Tweet us at WWA Show. Like us on Facebook. Let us know. Also, go to our website, WrestlingWithAttitude.com. Right now, what are we going to do? We're going to review Raw. Is that right?
No, we're not actually.
Oh, we're not?
We're going to talk about this week in wrestling history.
Ooh.
I'm trying to find a certain story again that I had pulled up. This week in wrestling history, WWE premiered 2009 on Eurosport broadcast. In Europe finally got United Kingdom finally got WWE. 2009.
Really?
Yeah.
It took them that long? I mean, Germany's now just getting the network, so I guess I can't be surprised. Wait. Europe has not had... They haven't had They had WWE back in the 90s. Don't give me that. There's no way. There's no way. Where do you get your information from?
Dude, I'm just going with what they said. No, but no, we not just that. Of course, this week Survivor Series. Talk about the Undertaker's debut was this week.
Yeah, it was this week in wrestling, 1990, when the Undertaker debuted. Who did he debut with, James? Huh? Ooh.
Who everybody loves, Brother Love.
Was he a heel at that time? I didn't understand that.
Really, you didn't understand that?
I didn't understand how a guy that goes, "I love you," can be a heel.
Really?
No, I don't understand. I understand Bo Dallas because he's got the yellow teeth, but I don't understand how a guy that literally goes out there and goes, "I love you," is a heel.
Really?
He loves you. You should love him back. Come on, America! It's time for the Brother Love train to start.
Wow, way to mess that one up, buddy.
No, but that was like we were talking about in the last segment. It was so cool, especially being the mystery partner. There was build-up to The Undertaker there, but you didn't know. You knew nothing. You knew nothing about the guy. You didn't know who he was. And then they say his name. Literally, kids were scared in the audience. I mean, he's scared. So many kids in the audience. You saw all the faces. I mean, if I was a kid at that time, I'd be scared too. I literally would. I don't know about you, James. I don't know where you stand on that, but it was kind of a fearful thing when The Undertaker first debuted.
Oh, no, it was bad.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
And I love the tie, too, the oversized tie that he wears and all that. Like, I like that Undertaker. With
You like that one?
the purple gloves and the Remember when he had to wear the mask because of his eye socket, because he broke his eye socket or whatever? That to me was the scariest Undertaker.
Well, we'll go back to some other wrestling history towards it after we review Raw.
Yeah, come on.
From Greenville, South Carolina, as you know, Undertaker music plays. The Brothers of Destruction come out. The Wyatts come out. The Druids attack the Brothers of Destructions. The Wyatts walk down, and the Undertaker and Kane choke slam the Druids.
That was cool. That was cool just because they had sheep masks on under the Druid masks. Like, I love... Here's the thing. The Druids, it's so old, but it's refreshing and boring at the same time to me, which I know is a play on itself, but the Druids are cool to see, but I feel like we see them too much. But when the Druids are here, you know it's serious. Mm-hmm. So that's the one thing I liked about it. And I did like that the Druids turned on them and they were all wearing sheep masks. That was awesome. So I love that. I thought that was a really cool segment. They still haven't picked the 2 Wyatt family members that they're going to.
Yes, they have.
Did they didn't do it Monday though, did they?
There's SmackDown news. We'll
yeah.
talk about SmackDown once we get on Raw.
Right. I mean, I have a hunch, but
no, they have. We'll talk about it. But yeah, tell about the entrance and
the entrance was great. The entrance was awesome. If you've never seen the Undertaker live, if you ever get a chance. To me, I didn't know the Undertaker would be there. I suspected he would be there, but I didn't know. But seeing his entrance live, seeing the smoke, seeing the lightning, seeing the fire come up from the ring is awesome. It's just awesome. A lot of those entrances were really cool. But that one was awesome. Even the Wyatt family entrance was awesome. Seeing all the people put their phones up. I did the same thing. I mean, the fireflies and all that. It's really cool. Seeing that whole place go dark. And I have a few pictures. I'm actually going to put them on WrestlingWithAttitude.com, on our Facebook page as well. So you guys can see some of the pictures that I took. So you see that live experience. I'll show you guys some of that live experience. So, but other than that, man, I mean, it was pretty straightforward. Good promo. Undertaker, the one thing we love about the Undertaker, short and sweet, right?
Yep.
It was short and sweet.
That's the way it should
Kane
be.
didn't say a word, which he doesn't have to. So
that's very true. He doesn't need to.
Yeah.
But no, it was a good promo. It was good to see the Undertaker and everything like that.
Yeah.
Then we had the quarterfinals for WWE title. We had Neville versus Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens wins with the pop-up powerbomb. Backstage, Triple H is talking Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Great, good match. We knew Kevin Owens was going to win.
By the way, again, talk about entrances. I didn't get to see Neville's. I was trying to run back to see Kevin Owens come out and everything. I was getting a beer or something. I can't remember what I was doing. But I was like, all of a sudden I hear his entrance. I'm running back to my seat and everything just to hear or see him walk out, with his. But I heard Neville's entrance. My friend, he doesn't like Neville, but he saw Neville's entrance. He liked it. He thought it was cool seeing the fireworks come down from the ceiling and comes out with the purple cape. Like,
of course he likes it. I invented it.
No, we're not talking about the explosion part. No, but I was there when you invented it. So no, but it was cool. Yeah, that match, man. It had me on the edge of my seat.
We all
we knew it was going to happen, but it was still good. It wasn't too spotty. It had a few spots in it, but they kept countering each other's moves. He kept trying to go for the Red Arrow. He kept trying to go for the match. It was a good. Say what you want, but Kevin Owens and even Neville, they work well together.
No, and they wrestle a lot, but
yeah,
Kevin Owens, they work fine together. But when are we going to in this business finally get back to unpredictability, where you'll be like, wow, I didn't see that happening. Because you got a tournament And you knew everybody that advanced to the Final Four
Yeah.
was going to advance to the Final Four.
Because they're champions, or they're the baby
Or they're
faces.
the next.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, no, it's not that. It's the fact you knew. The only question mark was Ziggler and Ambrose was the biggest question mark
Really?
to me.
That was a
Was the biggest question mark because were you going to screw over Ambrose or were you going to screw over Ziggler?
see. I think to make it,
I'm just saying that was the biggest match
I-
because
yeah.
everybody in the world knew Reigns was going to beat Cesaro.
See,
Everybody knew that, even though
Yeah.
we wanted Cesaro to win.
See, I think what it should have been, and I know this would have sucked, well, not really, but if you would have had Ziggler versus Del Rio instead of what you had,
Wrong. I would
Why?
have put Cesaro where Del Rio was. We'll talk about that. But I would have put Cesaro where Del Rio was and had Cesaro and Reigns at the Survivor Series pay-per-view.
yeah,
Because that was a pay-per-view match.
it was good. Yeah,
And you had it on Raw. But you had Del Rio and Kalisto
After.
on Raw, which is horrible.
And after, by the way, too.
Well, I know. But anyway,
horrible.
we'll talk about that some more. Then we had Tyler Breeze with Summer versus R-Truth. Tyler Breeze wins with the beauty shot. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know R-Truth was still on TV. Then we had Ambrose versus Ziggler. Ambrose wins with Dirty Deeds.
By the way, what's up, M. Zaney?
Oh, what's up, Zany?
If I got that wrong, sorry. But hey, we're talking about Raw right now if you want to join in the conversation.
But then we had Ambrose. This is where I would have had Tyler Breeze interfere. Okay, and they have announced a Tyler Breeze versus Ziggler match at Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Then why not have him interfere and cost him? Because he was going to lose anyway.
Yeah.
That would have been great. But
Yeah, I mean, especially because, I mean, you're trying to build a rivalry with these two. And, I mean, I think it could be a great rivalry, but I don't understand. You didn't see him interfere in the match or nothing. He has a clean, and then,
he wrestled before him.
yeah.
I mean, after him.
so then
No,
why,
before.
so why didn't he just come on out and do, I mean, he should have done something.
It's the bad booking. They
Yeah.
keep doing it. Then we had New Day versus Ryback and Usos. Big E mocks Usos by saying, ouch, Alcho.
Oucho. Yeah.
Oucho?
That was hilarious.
That was funny.
Ouch! Oh!
Yeah.
Ouch! Oh!
Yeah. And then New Day wins by DQ.
By the way, so I was in the line to get in the souvenir stand, and I was going to get a shirt, and then I hear Biggie, "Oh, Greenville, South Carolina," and I'm running back to my seat just to see them come out. Saw the unicorn thing. I put my horn up with them. You know.
Did you put your horn up?
Oh yeah, I put my horn up. Me and my other buddy, we were both big New. We love the New Day. The other buddy hates the New Day. He hates them, but they're growing on him as a heel tag team. He thinks
They're great.
He thinks they're funny. So he thinks they're pretty funny, and I don't know. He likes it. I like the New Day. I didn't like the end though. I didn't get the point of Ryback pushing the ref and all that. I don't
Because you don't have a match at Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Between the three of them, probably 4 or 5. There'll probably be another elimination tag.
Yeah.
Or you turn him heel. I don't know. Then we have Cesaro Triple H backstage. Triple H offers him to join, give him some help and to win the WWE title, basically. Then we had Reigns talks. He comes out. Cesaro versus Reigns. Reigns ends up winning by a spear. Listen, this was a great match, and my biggest problem with it was on Raw.
Yeah.
And we knew there was no way Cesaro was going to beat Reigns.
Oh, there was no way.
possibility.
Yeah.
And that's what kills me. Because if you go to WWE.com before this match, people voted 30 on who they wanted to win the title. Cesaro had the most votes of everybody. Ambrose, Owens, Reigns. He had 37%
Are you
of the vote.
serious?
37. Reigns was like 16.
Well, they like him because he's the underdog. Cesaro is the underdog.
No, he's not just the underdog. He's probably the best wrestler of all these guys that's in the
he
tournament.
is. It's just we don't get to see him a lot.
So-
We see him on Raw, but we don't. We want to see him more. I
But
understand.
Basically, he got. I know, but that's the reason I said this match should have been on Survivor Series. It would
should
have
have.
been better.
It would have.
But then you had the next matches behind it. Then we had the Ascension versus the Dudleys. Dudleys win with 3D, which we knew that was going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad.
Oh, but
They
it's
won.
still awesome to see them come out.
Yeah.
Ascension, no offense, but they're, their entrance is cool when you see it on TV, I think. Like when you see them come from the smoke and everything. When you see it live, you're just like, eh. Like, okay.
There's no charisma to
No.
it.
I mean, well, it's
There's
the same
nothing.
thing with Tyler Breeze. His entrance is better on TV than it is in person. Like with the whole, like, you see the footsteps and everything, and then they go to his face, and he's like that. And that's cool, but, you know, and then seeing the selfie thing was cool. I have to show you the video I sent you and everything. I think I sent you a video.
You did.
And, which is cool. My friend was like, that's pre-recorded. I'm like, no, it's not. It's live.
It's live. They live
I
stream
know
in
it
the
is,
back.
but he doesn't understand that.
Really pre-recorded?
No, he's like, it's pre-recorded. I'm like, do you not see the fans in the background going like this?
Yeah.
They're right there, man.
It's live streaming.
Yeah, I know it is. I know this.
This isn't TNA.
Or is it?
No. Then we had Del Rio with Zeb with Renee Young. Triple H walks up. He offers him, some help. So we'll see what happens. Then we had the great match of the night, Kalisto versus Del Rio. Del Rio wins with the stomp in the corner.
Or as my other friend was calling it, Del Rio versus Rey Mysterio.
Bacho versus Mysterio.
It was literally.
We have seen I don't know what it is, but we have seen Del Rio versus a Latino wrestler. We've seen it more times than we ever want to see it again.
So
Why does he have to wrestling these guys?
And why is
Why?
Kalisto by himself now? Is Sin Cara hurt?
But he's not. I'll talk about SmackDown here in a minute.
Okay.
But we'll talk about SmackDown.
All right. Here's the thing. I don't know. Like, are they trying to push Kalisto in our face? Are they trying to get him?
We'll talk about
All right. Well,
Kalisto
again-
because I'm going to talk about SmackDown.
I didn't like the finish again because Del Rio didn't really use his finisher at the end of the match. I think he kicks him or something like. Yeah, he kicks the guy from the rope, like he basically stomps on his face.
It's a stomp in the corner.
Yeah, but I was
just
like,
call it a stomp
really?
in the corner.
Like, but every finish he's had, or every finish to the match, is not his finisher. Have you noticed that?
This is his new finisher. His different ones. This is his new finisher now. It's a stomp in the corner.
That's so stupid.
But they took away the curb stomp. They took away the curb stomp from Seth Rollins.
And
but
that
they're
one
letting
probably
him do
causes
that.
more concussions.
Oh, yeah, because he's kicking both feet. But then we had, absolutely horrible match. There was botches everywhere. Then we had Paige and Charlotte
What's up, Philip?
in the contract signing. Paige comes out. Charlotte comes out. Paige says your little brother didn't have much of a fight in him.
Oh.
Charlotte attacks Paige. Rest had to separate the two of them.
I tell you, man, that was bad. I mean, I understand what they're trying to do. I get it. They're trying to push the divas. I get it. And I was not mad about that at all. I was not. What I was mad about was just the confrontation itself was stale to me. Is that they were trying to... I don't like it when WWE uses death. I don't.
They've
I've never
always done
liked it.
dude.
But I
They've
never
always done
like it. I don't care.
I don't have a problem with that. My problem is Charlotte had to go there because she's not ready on the mic.
Yeah.
Okay? She is not ready on the mic.
No.
She's
yeah.
when she was talking, she had to pause and I understand it's an emotional thing about Reed, and and Paige. I don't know if Paige wanted to go there, but they did. And we met Reed, and rest in peace. And I just and it's a touchy subject, okay?
Oh, yeah.
They did it with Jerry the King Lawler when he had an accident. When his father passed away, they had Michael Cole make fun of him the night after. You know, they always do it.
Yeah,
you
and
know,
I hate that.
they use the reality. Here's what I did like from it. The reality of the two of them, okay? Because you finally saw, you know, I would rather see fire from Paige, or not Paige, I would rather see fire from Charlotte than crying the whole time.
Yeah.
And I know it's an emotional thing, but when she says that, show a glimpse of her face and how upset she gets instead of her just charging.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't really, and it went on too long. The segment went on way too long to me.
Yeah.
The conversation went on way too long. Let's say that. The brawl was awesome. I don't like when they use cheap heat. When you have to go cheap heat like the two of them did.
Yeah.
And Paige is still killing it. I'm sorry. Paige had a good promo to bring out personal stuff. You do that.
Yeah.
When you're the heel, you bring out personal stuff. You talk about wives. You talk about whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it's all game. Triple H did it. Shawn Michaels done it. Everybody's done it. So
Yeah. No, I mean, I get it. I just
Charlotte, to me and the Melting Pot was talking. Charlotte needs to be the Arn Anderson, okay? And Sasha Banks needs to be the Ric Flair. She's the one with the charisma.
yeah.
Charlotte does not have the charisma.
No.
Charlotte needs to be the Arn Anderson enforcer type of person.
Yeah, because she's
Okay?
good in the ring.
That is who she is.
Yeah, she's good in the ring.
And they're trying to let her be the Ric Flair.
And she can't.
She's not the Ric Flair.
But here's the thing I don't
I like her in the ring, but outside the ring, nobody likes her.
They
man,
keep
on
saying
the mic.
they're like, you know, we don't want her to be, or she keeps saying, she's like, I don't want to be my dad. I am related to my dad, and yes, but I'm not my dad. So then don't be your dad. You don't have to be.
But I think WWE is trying to make her to be, you know,
She doesn't need it.
and maybe the match will be great on Sunday, which I'm sure it will be a great match.
Oh, it will.
But the promo, you need to put somebody with her.
Yeah.
I don't think she's ready by herself. And it's not Becky. Becky is the better talker to the two of them. So
Yeah. I
know.
just can't understand a word she says.
Well,
But
no,
other than that,
it's awesome, man. The last kicker. But anyway, that was Raw. Let's go over SmackDown real fast.
Okay.
We'll review it real fast. The Go Home edition. The SmackDown was in Knoxville. Yeah, Go Home edition of SmackDown. It was in Knoxville, Tennessee. The Miz kicks off the SmackDown with Miz TV. Kevin Owens comes out and declares it the Kevin Owens show, which you figured they would do that. Next out was Alberto and Zeb. Del Rio and Owens had words. Dean Ambrose came out. Roman Reigns came out. Then R-Truth came out, but The Miz reminded him he's not in the tournament.
are you serious? They did that again?
Yeah, they did that again.
Oh my God.
It's fun. It's gimmick. Truth said he was right. Apologized and wished Reigns and Ambrose good luck, and he left. After The Miz throws a fit, Reigns distracted him so Ambrose could knock him out, which he did. Del Rio, Coulter, and Owens scatter out the ring, leaving Reigns and Ambrose standing tall to end the segment. Yes, they did it again. Cesaro defeated The Miz in the first match of the evening. The Miz is complaining about being disrespected. So Cesaro comes out and beats him in about a minute.
So Cesaro
Short
and
match.
him are going to have a match.
Well, probably. Dudley Boys and Adrian Neville defeated the Ascension and Stardust in a 6-man tag match. So you'll probably see something there.
All right, I'm okay with that.
Then Tyler Breeze defeated Zack Ryder in a singles match. After the match, Ziggler attacked Breeze and left him land with a super kick. So we've already talked about that. Then we had the Undertaker Druids. Undertaker Druids came out wearing sheep masks as the Wyatt family make their way to the ring. Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman cut promos until they are interrupted by the Undertaker's gong. The Undertaker appears on the big screen and cuts a promo, which ends with Kane appearing and burning a sheep mask. And the Undertaker says, "Rest in peace," as the turnbuckles on the ring explode. And it's Strowman. So it's Strowman,
And Wyatt.
and Wyatt versus Taker and Kane.
Knew it. We knew that.
We all knew it. It
Yeah.
had to be the two of them.
So what are you going to do with the other two? Are they going to be a part of a...
They'll probably be a 5-man. They've been tag teaming lately.
Yeah.
Then we had Charlotte defeated Brie Bella in non-title match. She won with the figure 8. Then we had Renee Young interviews Paige. But the main event, they named Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose in tag match against Del Rio, Kevin Owens.
So is Nikki Bella gone?
She's out right now, injury.
Oh, I didn't know she
she'll
had
be
an
back.
injury.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's out with injury right now.
Because I did not see her at Raw.
There's reports that she will be out for a couple of months, but there's another report that she'll be back sooner than they thought. Then Big E defeated Kalisto in a one-on-one match. He picked up the pin after hitting 2 big splashes thanks to a distraction from the other New Day members. After the match, the New Day attacked Kalisto and Sin Cara until Ryback came out and made the save. So you're going to see at least the 3 of them against the other 3. You'll probably have other members added to it.
Yeah.
You could add, primetime players. You could add different tag teams. Then we have Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose talk about Survivor Series main event together, and they tagging up tonight. Then Reigns and Ambrose defeated Kevin Owens and Del Rio via DQ. DQ came when Del Rio threw Reigns into the steel steps. Brawl breaks out. Reigns hits a spear. Ambrose hits Dirty Deeds to stand tall as SmackDown goes off there.
Oh, so they're...
They were tagging. They didn't attack each other though.
Oh, okay.
Which I think that would.
Well, no, but it's great because I get what they're doing because it's like I said in the dark match after Raw or whatever, the segment after Raw, after this whole brawl with the Wyatt family and everything, they're both still in the ring, and Ambrose says, "Hey, no matter what happens, we're still friends." So you know what's going to happen.
Hopefully one of them returns.
One of them, I'm sorry, you don't say that and then not do anything.
Well, we don't know. We don't know.
I hope they do something.
They have to do something. You got to have some suspense. But yeah, that was Raw and SmackDown review.
Yeah.
So it was okay.
It was
but before we go into Farley.
Well, the good Lord split you. Go ahead on if you got to go. But you
Don't say it.
Billy Gunn got.
Oh, him, yeah, I know that. I knew that one.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
What do you mean? You're doing this and then this. And
That doesn't mean. What's your point?
I don't know, man. I mean, you're doing the
What do you
Captain.
think?
You're doing the Captain Charisma over here.
No, it's the Summit Pledge.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we don't call that the Summit Pledge. I'm sorry. That's called copyright infringement, sir.
No, I have more flair to it.
Yeah, I heard about Billy Gunn. I heard he tested positive again.
Yes, he tests positive on a enhancing drug,
Poor guy.
so they had to release him.
Yeah.
Uh,
Because I know he's been battling with that for a while. So.
but yeah, he got released for. I'm trying to find. Yeah, here we go. He was due to testing positive for high levels of testosterone in a powerlifting meet. Yeah, powerlifting.
Yeah. Well, I hate that for him. I really do. But hey, look, man, you're a trainer at the Performance Center. You cannot do that. Can't.
Right, he knows that.
Yeah, I know he does, but
So-
I still feel bad for him.
So he will be at WrestleCade November 28th, if anybody's going. I was thinking about it. The next thing, some sad news. Nick Bockwinkel passed away.
Yeah.
This past week. If you don't know who he is, AWA champion. He's wrestled all over the place. Before Ric Flair, this was the man.
Yeah.
If you don't know you better know. Go to WWE. Go get to know Nick Bockwinkel. I'm telling you. AWA, anywhere else he wrestled. Watch his promos. In case you don't know, he was with Bobby the Brain Heenan and AWA, and the promos they did were just amazing.
Because
but he's awesome.
He
wrestler.
wrestled Vern Gagne a lot.
He did. He wrestled him. He wrestled Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. He had great matches. I always loved Nick Bockwinkel.
Didn't he? Not Gorgeous George. The one that was also not the Nature, Buddy Rogers.
Buddy Rogers.
Didn't he wrestle Buddy Rogers?
Probably. He's wrestled so many people.
Yeah.
But before Flair, this was the man.
Yeah.
And even when Flair was around, he was still the man. But I'm just when Flair just got started. But go watch Nick Bockwinkel on WWE Network.
Yeah.
Amazing wrestler.
Guys, I mean, I've watched a lot of his stuff. And hell of a talker, too.
Oh, great talker.
He
man.
was one of those guys that people love to hate.
Yep.
He was such a good heel. He was like a Rick Rude, in my opinion. He would come out and but he would make fun of.
He's more like Ric Flair.
No, but he would make fun of the people. He would. Like, he would be like, well, I don't need to listen to you hicks down here or up here or whatever. And he would make fun of them and then wrestle great and everything.
Well, he would come out wearing styling and profiling started with Nick Bockwinkel, in my opinion. Because he'd come out wearing the nice suits, the glasses, and talk very smart and very, very smart person.
Yeah.
But he's a great wrestler. But rest in peace, Nick. You were awesome.
Yeah.
Some other news real fast. Ring of Honor to air nationally starting December 2nd on Comet TV.
I don't know what that is.
Exactly. It's a 17-day-old television network that just got put on TV.
Oh, my God.
So
I had to pay for that, don't I?
It got put on TV October 31st. I've got to go look and see if I've got it.
It's better than what TNA's doing.
But they will air nationally on Comet Network.
Comet?
So Comet, Comet, Comet. So I'm going to have to go see if I have the Comet Network. Some other news, TNA supposedly has got a deal with WGN America.
Nope.
Which is Chicago based.
Yeah.
So we'll see if that happens.
Gonna love that one.
Some other, we were talking earlier about Flair. Elizabeth Flair, Beth Flair, Rhea Flair's mother, and Charlotte Flair's mother tweeted out WWE, Steph McMahon, Vince McMahon, Triple H, WWE writers, really that lazy? Hashtag cheap heat. Hashtag disgusting. Hashtag disrespectful.
Of course.
Hashtag cruel. Hashtag sad. Hashtag Raw Greenville. So.
No, I agree with her, though.
To a point.
I do, because it is lazy. It's like you said, it is cheap heat. They could have mentioned it. They didn't have to go that far.
Well, that's the reason I said the segment was too long.
Yeah.
Okay. If she was made that one, your brother didn't put him in a fight, that I was actually okay with that. Even though it tugged some strings, that got an emotion from Charlotte, which needed to be done like 10 minutes earlier.
Yeah.
Okay. WWF, This Week in Wrestling History. This week, WWF held Survivor Series in New York City. Psycho Sid versus Shawn Michaels. 2002, of course, November 17th. Shawn Michaels defeated Rob Van Dam, Booker T, Kane, Jericho, and Triple H in the very first Elimination Chamber that you talked about earlier.
Yeah.
That you
First
love so much.
Elimination Chamber. Shawn Michaels and Triple H and all those other people we don't know.
And then November 18th, 2001, WWF held Survivor Series in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Yeah.
It was the WCW versus ECW Angle Invasion.
I forgot
WWE.
that was in Greensboro.
Yep. November 18th, 2007, WWE held Survivor Series in Miami, Florida. It's Batista defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Undertaker. Against Undertaker. November 19th, 1960. Well, rest in peace. But Miss Elizabeth was born Elizabeth Hulett in Louisville, Kentucky.
Wow.
Yeah, this week.
Louisville, Kentucky.
2006, November 19th, TNA held Genesis in the Impact Zone. Abyss beat Sting for the NWA Championship under the titles rule that it could change on hand on this DQ.
That's where it started.
Yep.
That's where the downfall started.
I don't know about that. November 21st, 1964, Shane Douglas was born Troy Martin in Binghamton, or Brighton, New Brighton, Pennsylvania.
Oh, the Dean?
Yep, the Dean Douglas.
The Dean?
Yep. November 21st, 1999, WCW held Mayhem in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. In case you didn't remember, it was awful. The main event saw Bret Hart beat Chris Benoit in the tournament final for the vacant WCW title. It was a good match, but Mayhem was horrible.
We don't need to know about it.
November 22nd, 1984, NWA held Starrcade in Greensboro. The main event was Ric Flair beat Dusty Rhodes to retain the NWA World Heavyweight title and win $1 million. Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
They did. November 22nd, 98, WCW held World War III in Auburn Hills, Michigan. The main event was a 3-ring, 60-man Battle Warrior, which was won by Kevin Nash. And last but not least, November 22nd, 2009, WWE held Survivor Series in Washington, D.C. In the main event, John Cena beat Triple H and Shawn Michaels in a triple threat.
Yeah.
So that's your week in wrestling history.
Wow.
So.
Good week?
Yeah.
What?
No, I just. Somebody, if you haven't seen Starrcade in Greensboro, please go back and watch the Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair.
Oh, you talking about 1986?
84. Get it right, dude. 84.
I've seen Starrcade 86, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah, that was a great one. All right, you ready for this?
Let's take one little quick break.
You need to take a break?
Yeah, just a quick break.
You need to take a quick break? All right. All right, we're going to take a break, come back, and we will get into picks for Survivor Series this weekend.
Play that funky music.
Really? Oh, you want to play that one? All right, well, now I need to find it.
What?
Where did it go?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we're going to do this one.
Oh, that one.
This is Little Steven from Wrestling with Attitude. Do you want to be extreme? Or maybe you want to be the show-off / face? Or maybe you want to be the intellectual savior of the masses? Or, if you're really up to it, you could be the 6-month champ. Doesn't matter what you want to be, but you can find it all right here at Wrestling with Attitude. Go to our website at wrestlingwithattitude.com. Like us on Facebook. Also tweet us at WWA Show. Wrestling with Attitude. That's where the big boys play.
Indeed, that's where the big boys play.
Yeah, welcome back to Wrestling with Attitude. That, you know what that reminded me of?
Oh, God. What are you doing?
It reminded me.
When you have to turn the screen like that. First off, you still don't have that on the button board?
It reminds me of a toilet flushing.
You get the worst toilet flush ever. Actually, that one was better than the last time, where it was like a clean toilet flush. Like, what? I mean, is this... Okay, no, that's horrible. That one's horrible right there.
But anyway, yes.
Clean toilet flush. Come on, dude.
Well, dude, I had to find something. I mean, that's just him. Anyway, we were before break. We were talking about we're going to go to Survivor Series picks,
Woo!
which is this weekend. Right now, there's a total of 5 matches.
It's going to be a short
See
one.
if they added another one. Nope, still the same.
Wow.
The Divas match, the Divas title, Charlotte versus Paige. Of course, you got the World Heavyweight Championship Tournament Finals. Roman Reigns versus Del Rio on one side. Kevin Owens versus Ambrose on the other. Then you got The Undertaker and Kane versus Braun Strowman and Bray Wyatt. And that's your pay-per-view right now. But there'll be other ones.
All right. Well, let's just make our picks of, I guess, what we can.
Well, yeah, we'll do that. Any matches announced, we will share our picks. Tweet us at WWA Show before the pay-per-view starts and let us know how you matched up against us.
Yeah.
The experts of wrestling.
The experts.
Yeah. The experts of wrestling.
That's fine.
Whatever. But yes, we are, man. Well, one of us in this room is.
We put
anyway.
the E and the W in ECW. Get it? Ha! We just lost
I'm
somebody.
going to pretend my kill heart did not say that.
Worldwide, welcome to the show.
So the first match we're going to talk about, Tyler Breeze versus Dolph Ziggler. The Melting Pot has chosen. He chose Tyler Breeze. Who you got?
Nope, you going first.
Are
Dude,
you
I
champion?
I was champion.
I got by.
I didn't even get acknowledgement.
I still don't think you was champion.
Yeah, because I never got acknowledgement that I was champion. Come on, who you got? Because I don't even remember what you said anymore.
I'm going the coolest man I'm going the prettiest man in the room. Come on, I got to stick with. I'm a pretty man. He's a pretty man. You know, we got to stick together.
First off,
I'm going to go Tyler Breeze.
I wouldn't say that on live national.
I'm sorry.
National Periscope.
National Periscope.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm going with Tyler Breeze. Who you got?
This is the one time when if you go with Ziggler, you don't know, man.
Well, Mike's not here, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I don't know, man.
He could. It's up to you. Who you got?
I mean, Ziggler could win. I don't know. I mean, because Tyler Breeze is kind of getting the best of him this whole time. So I'm going to go with Ziggler. I'm going to be different in this one.
All right. Well, I mean, it's worked for you lately.
Yeah,
Undertaker and Kane versus Strowman and Wyatt. JP has already picked Undertaker and Kane.
that's a toughie, man. Because I know who you want to go with.
Here's the problem. Undertaker and Kane, this is Undertaker's 25th year at Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Okay? Or 25th anniversary, whatever you want to say. The problem with Undertaker winning, it buries Bray Wyatt once again at a pay-per-view. And if you're going to go the face of fear, then when are you going to be fear? When are you going to be fearful? I mean, because right now you keep losing pay-per-views. No one fears you.
Oh, he's gone as the face of fear.
So I don't see any other way that Bray Wyatt cannot win this match. I mean, I think they pin Kane and win this match. They have to win this match.
I think the other
This is bust right here. Yeah. Because if you lose the Undertaker again, I mean, dude, you lost the Undertaker at WrestleMania. You've lost to John Cena. You've lost to Roman Reigns. You've lost to Dean Ambrose at pay-per-views. Who else you gonna lose to? It's a disgrace. So I'm gonna go with Wyatt.
I might piggyback off of that, and my only reason is because it's too predictable for the Brothers of Destruction to win. I don't want them to win. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you on that, because do we really want to see them win? They don't have to. They don't have to win. What's the only point they're doing it is because it's his 25 years.
Right.
He can lose on his 25th year.
Right.
What's wrong with that?
He doesn't have to lose. It can be
A disqualification.
right. It can be a DQ.
But-
Well, no, Kane can lose.
Yeah.
It's not an elimination match. Kane can lose and cost him the match.
Yeah.
So maybe
And then
it
you
would-
could have Kane and Undertaker.
Well, no, you don't have to do that. I'm just saying you keep the brother. It doesn't matter if they lose.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I guess you're right on that.
The next match is Divas title: Charlotte versus Paige. JP has already picked Charlotte.
Who you got? I don't know.
You don't
I'm not letting you. Screw you, man.
listen. All right, here's
I'm sorry. I know who you got.
here's my dilemma. All right, Paige needs to win this title. Okay, she needs to. You can let her. She can win this title and continue the feud. Okay, if she loses, the feud's over. Because every time she gets a title match, she's lost lately. Okay,
Yeah.
if you want a great rivalry, have her winning. Or have her beat up Charlotte so bad that she can't finish the match. And she retains the belt. Or she gets DQ'd. You know, or Paige wins or loses by DQ. You have to do something to continue this rivalry for
Yeah.
next month. And for me, if you're going to do that, you need Paige to win. I'm going to go with Paige. Just because I think they want to continue this rivalry going forward.
I don't know.
So I'm going to go with Paige.
Because I think they're going to, there's going to be another diva coming in here soon. You can bank on that.
She's going to be a part of this at some point.
That's what I'm
but
saying.
I think it will be Paige versus Sasha. At some
Or
point. Or it'll be a three-way.
Becky interferes.
Could be.
And then it becomes a three-way at TLC.
Yep.
I could see that.
Could be.
So, like I said, I see Charlotte winning winning, but also maybe winning by DQ, or Becky has something to do with it. I could see Becky turning on her.
Why not? You should.
Because, she's not doing anything. You're not doing anything with Becky. Becky's lost.
You should have her turn.
Yeah.
It makes the most sense.
She hates both of... she hates Paige, so have her turn on Charlotte and have this as like a three-way. Be a good rivalry.
Right. All right. Here's what we're going to do for the tournament. Okay, WWE tournament.
Oh, man.
You get, of course, you get your point for winning. If your person wins a match, you get your point. But if you get it exactly right, say you get the semis exactly right, you get the finals exactly right, okay, then you get a bonus point for getting everything exactly right. Okay, so whatever combination you go with, say if you go Del Rio and Owens in the finals, and Owens end up winning, then you get a point for that. So, saying all that, JP has Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose winning, going to the finals, and he's got Ambrose winning the
whole thing.
right. Thank you for completing my sentence.
Oh, you're
yes,
welcome.
Ambrose winning the whole thing. So, what?
I don't know about that. But I would love to hear your thoughts.
Of course you would.
Don't you?
Well, no, I'm really. This is Roman Reigns, Del Rio. Roman Reigns wins. Come on. If you have Del Rio beat Roman Reigns in the semifinals,
You've got problems.
you have a lot of issues in this company. Who does the match, who does booking should be fired immediately.
Well, they should have been fired years ago.
Well, I'm just saying, if you put Del Rio over Reigns, there's something wrong. There's 3 guys in this tournament that's left that can win the title.
Yeah.
That I could see winning the belt.
And they have a good shot.
Del Rio should be nowhere near that belt.
Yeah.
Bacho should be not there.
Bacho.
I'm calling him Bacho now.
Bacho Del
No, just say
Rio.
Bacho. But I'm going for Roman Reigns beat Del Rio, going to the finals.
Of course.
And then you got Ambrose and Kevin Owens. Oh my goodness. This should be the finals. This is how good a match this should be. This will steal the show.
You think?
This will be the match of the night. Part of me wants to go with Kevin Owens to beat Ambrose. Part of me wants to go with Kevin Owens. I'm so up in the air on this because to me the money should be on Kevin Owens to win the belt, the WWE title, and don't say it can't be done because because Seth Rollins won the U.S. title and the World Heavyweight title.
Oh,
and I hate going against Kevin Owens. What?
I'm not saying it can't be done. I just don't want to see it.
Why not? Why not? You got a new guy in your authority.
Yeah, but here's the thing. With Kevin Owens' character, what it should do, instead of having both belts, I could see him going, I don't want this belt anymore. Throws away the Intercontinental Champion. Because of who he plays, he is a prize fighter. He goes for the top prize. Right now, the Intercontinental is his top prize.
Well, he can win the World Heavyweight title and say, here.
I don't want this.
Well, that's what I'm saying. On Monday night, he could give it back to the authority and say, here, do what you want with it.
Yeah.
Or something. He can do that.
So, I mean, it's possible. I'm saying I could see him having both belts.
I can't go against Kevin Owens. I mean, dude,
then don't.
I got to fight Owens
Then
fight shirt.
go with Kevin Owens.
I want to go with Ambrose because I think what's really going to happen is Ambrose and Reigns meets in the finals. Okay?
Yeah.
And then I think you're going to have Ambrose turn on Roman. I really do. I think that is going to happen. But I'm going to go with Kevin Owens just because I'm going to ride. You know, I was told last year I never stick with my guys. Now I'm trying to stick with them.
Oh, my gosh.
And I haven't won a pay-per-view in like 6 months.
Shut up.
So, you know, I'm just waiting on
you
Money in the
won?
Bank.
You won last. You won two. You won Night of Champions.
Yeah, but we didn't have an interview and
Oh,
everything. else set
don't
up
shut
for
up.
It wasn't that big of a deal. Who you got?
Man. All
Kevin
right.
Owens
Well,
and Ambrose.
first I'm going Reigns. I'm going Reigns to win against Del Rio. No matter what. I'm sorry, but I'm with you guys on that. Del Rio can't win that match. Shouldn't. It would make no sense. You're building up this guy.
Then go to Ambrose and Owens then.
I'm going to go with Ambrose. I'm going to tell you my reason here in a minute. So I'm going to go with Ambrose over Kevin Owens. And then I'm going with Reigns winning. And here's my reason why. Because I see Owens interfering. And that sets up a feud against Owens and Ambrose for TLC. For the Intercontinental Championship. Because I already heard that might be a possibility.
No, I've heard that one myself
So,
too. But
I could see them screwing us all over with we wanting to see a turn. I want to see a turn because I'm tired of this, oh, we're best buds, blah, blah, blah. I don't care, man. Best buds doesn't get you anywhere in that business. So, you know, I want to see somebody turn heel. And again, he's the lunatic fringe. He's a lunatic. It's in his name. Make him a heel.
right, exactly.
He can be that guy.
And I can see what you said coming true.
Yeah.
So JP has Ambrose Reigns, Ambrose winning. You got Reigns versus Ambrose with Reigns winning. I have Kevin Owens versus Reigns with Owens winning.
Wow, so this is the defying factor.
I can't go against Kevin Owens. I just there's so much momentum right now.
That's okay.
He just did the WWE.com interview on the thing wearing the ugly sweater. And of course he had the tweet of the night on Raw. He blocked the witch.
The Sabrina the teenage
I thought
witch.
it was great. Yeah.
It was awesome.
So I got to go with Kevin Owens.
Yeah,
man.
of course.
So we'll see what happens.
I understand.
All we're missing is Scott's picks, which I'm sure we'll get this weekend.
No, you don't get any picks, Scott.
No, he'll pick. But please, send us your tweets at WWE Show. Let us know who you picked for this weekend's Survivor Series.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
So we can share it.
And
Because
when
we love competition.
Yeah, we do.
I do anyway.
And when we get an update on any of the other matches, we'll post them on our Facebook, our Twitter, also on WrestlingWithAttitude.com, and we will let you know what we picked and everything. We'll give you guys a rundown on that. So, but let us know. We want to hear your thoughts on today's show, today's week in wrestling, everything. We want to hear your guys' thoughts. You guys make this show, so let us know what you think. And that is all I have to say.
That's all you got to say?
My final thoughts.
Is that finally your final thought?
Yeah.
All right. You gonna be all right if I go out on my music that I want to play?
All right, just play it afterwards.
Play it afterwards.
Yeah, I gotta hear it before I leave.
All right, I'll play it afterwards. That sounds good. We'll play it after the show, after it goes off the air.
That's normally what happens.
It's not true. That's always what happens. This was Wrestling Attitude. Listen to us on Stitcher, Spreaker, and iTunes. And follow us on Twitter, WWE Show, and have a good weekend. Enjoy the pay-per-view.
Survivor Series